We are going to see topic evolution. What is evolution? It means that all living things on earth are descended from a common ancestor. The great diversity of organisms is the result of more than 3.5 billion years of evolution that has filled every available niche with life forms. The millions of different species of plants, animals, and microorganisms that live on earth today are related by descent from common ancestor. Theories on origin of life. A number of philosophers, scientists, and different religions have put forth the views and ideas in the form of theories and hypotheses to explain an exact mode of origin of life. Among them, some of the important theories which explains the origin of life are theory of special creation, theory of panspermia, theory of spontaneous generation, theory of biogenesis, theory of biochemical evolution of life. Theory of biogenesis. Biogenesis refers to the origin of life from pre-existing life by reproduction. This theory says that fishes came only from fishes, rats from rats, and insects from insects, and so on. That is, life begets life. Francisco Redi was the founder of this theory, and it was supported by many other scientists like Spallanzani, Louis Pasteur, and others. They claimed that insects cannot arise from decaying meat if it is kept closed airtight. This was proved experimentally. Louis Pasteur disproved the theory of abiogenesis by his popular experiment called swan neck flask and demonstrated that life comes only from pre-existing life. But this theory explains about continuation of life on the earth but did not tell about the origin of first life on the earth. According to this theory, the life was formed about 3.5 billion years ago in a primitive atmosphere from non-living substances through a chemical evolution. That is, life originated from chemicals through a gradual, progressive changes over a long period of time. This theory suggests that life originated from inorganic substances which were transformed into organic substances, which in turn were transformed into colloidal system to produce the first form of life. The next one is Urey-Miller experiment. In 1953, the apparent Haldane hypothesis was tested by Harold Urey, American physical chemist, also known for discovery of deuterium, believed that the early atmosphere contained large amounts of methane. Stanley Miller, graduate student of Urey, introduced water, hydrogen, methane, and ammonia gases in a closed apparatus, subjected mixture to high voltage electric discharge for a week while water was simultaneously heated. Products accumulated in the water trapped below a water cooled condenser. Urey-Miller findings. 1 to 2 days of sparking and heating, pink stain forms on sides of discharge flask. Water in the trap acquires a yellowish color. Several days, that is 1 to 2 weeks, stain turns dark red, that is turbid. Trap water changes from yellow to dark brown. The primary substances were observed are carbon monoxide, nitrogen, organic molecules, that is aldehydes and cyanides, amino acid, glycine and alanine, 1 to 3% of solid residue. Evolution of life forms. Based on the observations, Charles Darwin concluded that existing life forms share similarities to varying degrees not only among themselves but also with life forms that existed millions of years ago. Many such life forms do not exist anymore. There had been extinctions of different life forms in the past, and new life forms arose at different periods of times on earth. There had been gradual evolution of life forms. Evidences for evolution. Evolution is a continuous process of gradual modifications or changes in organisms. Patterns of evolution can be detected by viewing species in relation to one another. Evidence of evolution can be found through different fields of science. Homologous organs. Comparative anatomy. Homologous structures are anatomical resemblances between organisms that represent variations on a structural theme that was present in a common ancestor. Homology is also seen in plant. For example, thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita are homologous organs as they look different and perform different functions, but both arise in axillary position and are modified branches of stem. Homologous organs are the result of divergent evolution. And analogous organs. Analogous organs are the opposite of homologous organs, which have similar functions but different origins. An example of an analogous trait would be the wings of insects, bats, and birds that evolved independently in each lineage separately after diverging from an ancestor without wings. Natural selection. Evolution by natural selection. Observation of moth population in England in 1850 supports it. Before industrialization, it was observed that there were more white-winged moth on trees than dark-winged or melanized moth because white easily escaped from predators as it blends with trunk color and lichens. After industrialization, 1920, there were more dark-winged moths in the same area. Because of smoke, tree trunk became dark after industrial revolution. The white moths are easily noticed and captured by predators. The dark-winged were escaped. Adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation is a process by which a single species or a small group of species evolves into several different forms that live in different ways. For example, in the adaptive radiation of Darwin's finches, more than a dozen species evolved from a single species. Thank you.